Hello, boys and girls, and everybody in between. Um, yeah, always busy here, starting a new stream, obviously. It's Thanksgiving today in Canada. I know that's weird for Americans to get to wrap their heads around, but I am extremely full from a huge Thanksgiving dinner and pretty tired now as well. But I'm going to start with puzzle streak of 36 before I play any games. Let's just dive right in about 45 seconds into here. And yeah, just trying to get the rating up. Excuse me. We are under check. Hello, Master of the Mystic Arts. How did your remaining 2 rounds go? So how did your remaining 2 rounds go? Like who did you play and how did? Okay, why is this one confusing me? Oh, I just got a headache here. Oh, it's we have a night 95. Ooh, just got this ache. Is our king active enough there? Nicholas Wu. Yeah, but okay, I don't know Norman Verdon. Why am I so confused here? If I play h7, rook h6. Why am I so confused? Okay, I don't know. I must be tired. It's got to be h7, and then I don't know what I'm doing here other than taking on f7. Possibly bringing up the king. But that's really seems too slow. Yeah, just ends here. I don't like this one. This is what a terrible puzzle. This is rated 1200. Oh, that's the idea here. Rook f3. Okay, but what if he doesn't take the pawn? Yeah, this is still a terrible puzzle though for the rating. Terrible. This is not easy. Yeah, then we run the f pawn. Downvote. Downvote from me. Okay, here we should have a breakthrough. We are white. So we have check, check, and mate. Is this winning? Has to be. Yeah, it should be winning. Looking at takes, check, but it doesn't actually win material. Oh, then I have this fork here. Wow. Okay, well, he does it this way. I mean, we have to go for this. I think we just take here. So what takes here? Check. Check. And that would be winning material there. A few blocks. Yeah, that should be good. Check. Check wins the queen. No, wait, doesn't quite. So we have this check here. Check, that's mate, right? Not quite. But then it's mate. Wait, why were they starting with this? I'm already confused. This is not check. What am I talking about? Sorry, I'm really out of it today. So it's queen b3, king a5, knight c4, king a5, and then mate here. I was totally hallucinating for the first part of that. I have a fork here, and that has to be good. Weird. Check, check. I like this one actually. So here we're queening, and here we're queening. Well, we have a check and a mate. Mate. It's not mate. This is mate. Oh boy, so if I take with the rook, his knight is under attack on prise, as they say. And then I'm going to take on f2, and I don't know how he stops both threats there. Should be good enough here. White to move. Is this just a mate in 2? 1, 2. 1, 2. Buckle my shoe. The key on that one was to not get lured in by the bishop, the free bishop. I guess I can just take the rook and then take the queen. Dead stream tonight. People have been coming later lately, so I think I can just double up on the first rank. Oh, excuse me. So, rook f8 looks like it might win the knight. Okay, I'm surprised about this. Wow. Well, he has too much of an attack, eh? Wow. Wow. That's not simple, man. For 1700 puzzle evading. So it was bishop g4, which I did see. But then I guess I'm winning the exchange here. That's a hard puzzle for the rating. Okay, starting over. Oh boy. Those are the rules. Oh wait, that's illegal. Okay, we'll have to go for this then. What am I doing? What am I doing? What am I doing? My queen was under attack. Sloppy. Embarrassing. Pathetic. These are all words that describe me. Okay, okay. Think. 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 Think and verify. Don't just play moves because they look good. I say that, but then I'm still going too quickly here. But okay, we are white. Well, we have to take the knight. And does it matter where I go? It does matter. I don't want to go here. Well, wait. Why does it matter? I'm so confused. Why am I so confused? I need, yeah, I have to go to F5. So I have to go to E5. And then it's a trebuchet. But wait. Yeah, I can go here now. That's a trebuchet. We are white. We have this fork. Check and then take his queen. I can't do that. So I have two. Oh, it's mate and 2, mate and 3. 1. Oh, it's not quite mate and 3. Hang on. I'm confused here. How out of it am I that I can't even do a 1200 rated puzzle? Wow, I'm tired, eh? King F1. No. No, I looked at King F1. King F1, there's Queen H3, amongst other things. This is rated 1200. Why is this so? Okay, first of all, just answer. Is this me? Is this me just being dumb? And say yes if it is, and me being tired, or is this hard? This is 1200 rated puzzle. Is this hard or is this just me? It's hard, right? It's rated 1200. So I need to think like a beginner because beginners got this correct because this is 1298. So what would a beginner think? I mean, there's the check. So a lot of beginners might give the check, but I don't know what I'm doing after F6, right? That's the $1,000,000 question. Oh, I think I might see it. It might be rookie 4 because then we're not pinned on the G file anymore. Although, what are we doing though with rook G4? Because if it was our move again, I guess I'm winning. No, that's interesting though. I don't think that's it. I can't believe this is so hard. 1200 rated puzzle. Okay. I saw some notation in the chat, but hopefully it wasn't the solution. I'm not looking, like, don't give me answers. I'm not sure if that's what it was written, but yeah, I don't want to cheat. I don't know. How is this rated 1200? It has to be a move that a beginner would play. That's the only thing, like, because it's a move that a beginner would guess, but they don't actually know why. But what the only move that I could think is Queen C3, and then what would they play after F6? Of course, there's the rook check, but big whoop. Like, don't tell me we're just happy to take on A7. I don't buy it. I think it's only level 8. I think I might give up and start over. This is ridiculous for level 8. Oh, insane. How is this rated 1200? Yeah, I'm about to give up here. Unless it wants to go for the D pawn, which is ridiculous. Queen C3, F6, Rook E6. I'm going to try for that. The only thing I can see, but that if that's the solution, this is so unbelievably underrated. Okay, so it ends this. This is dumb. Okay, let me look at this. What's the engine? So if F6, no. I was thinking Rook E6. That's not the move. But every move is winning. Rook E1 or Queen E1, Queen E3, or Queen C1, Queen D2. Every move here. The king is just too exposed. I guess I can just come back in here. If he passes the move. Rook E7 is fastest apparently, but I want to look at this. This is so underrated. Master of the Mystic Art says Queen C3, F6, Queen E3. Looks like Master got it, but this is one of the most underrated puzzles I've ever seen. This is 1200. Okay, then to repeat and then come here. This is insane. You got to look like 15 moves ahead. Oh man. But it's kind of a useful one to see because this is totally the type of position you could get in a game. And to recognize that we can just patiently reroute the queen and blacks because these two pieces can't really do anything. So I like the underlying concept of it, but super, super underrated. This is underrated by about 1,200 points, honestly. Okay, moving on. So I was going to take on f2, but then why give up a free queen? Okay, so I have a check. And I think we're just taking this rook here. Yeah, that other one is just unbelievable. He has his queen check, but I should be okay there. Should be good. Hang on, our knight is under attack, so I gotta be careful. But yeah, Master, yeah, congrats. So how much rating are you gaining? I think I can take on e4. Holy crap. So what do you be, like 1700, 1800? How did you gain that so quickly? That's ridiculous. There's a big downside to that though, I got to tell you. A huge downside. 18, that's ridiculous. That's incredible. How did you gain so much rating so quickly? What were you when we played? 1400? Well, the downside, well, try to guess the downside. I don't want to rain on your parade. But you can try to guess what you think the downside. It's a huge downside. Okay. No, that's not really what I was thinking. So maybe rook c5. No, what am I talking about? Okay, well, let's try to push. And if rook a5, a7, king g7, am I quick enough? This is confusing. You'd think it'd be pushing the a pawn though. Bing bang. Oh, I think I see the idea. And then a7. b4, g4. Yeah, if I can connect them. Okay, I think that's barely going to do it. Yeah, that's an underrated one too. That was very tricky. Basically, I think we connect the pawns and then my my rook can go hunting and defending his pawns because his rook won't be able to leave my pawns. Okay. White. So the downside is that you've gained so much rating, it's going to be really hard to increase it beyond that. I mean, you've done so well, but it's going to, you might, could take, it's possible. I mean, you're young enough, so that's a huge benefit to you, but it might take you years to beat it. That's the downside. I'm always looking on the negative side of things here. Okay, so I'm a bit confused. What about King G4? You know, if he takes here, then our king is super active. We're winning that easily. What I like about this is his knight can't move. So I'm pretty sure it's King G4 here. Okay, I didn't consider this for some reason, and I totally should have, but this is still winning. I'd like to take this bishop if I could. Okay, so knight f6 took me far too long to consider. That it took me. There's no reason that should have taken me that long. I blame the turkey, although I didn't actually have turkey for dinner. I had chicken. Rook e3. Take care. Because how did we stop mate? White. This wins the rook. And then we should be able to stop those pawns. G5. Yeah, it gives us a fork. Although our knight is under attack. I could play maybe knight c2 after. Or knight c2 first. I told you the downside. Were you gone? Were you AFK? Oh. I said the downside is you did really well. You gained so much rating that it could be years before you gain any more. That's the downside. I mean, you're young, so that's very helpful that you can still climb so quickly. But you've gained so much rating between like the last 2 or 3 tournaments you played in. Yeah, it it might take a while before you gain more rating. Like hopefully I'm wrong. So I like both g5 and knight c2. And I'm not sure about the move order. Because I could go g5 and then knight c2. But then if he moves his bishop, I'm only winning the exchange. But that's still good, right? Knight c2 first, he can just move the a rook to c1. And then I won't have time to play g5. Let's see, rook c2, oh sorry, knight c2, rook c1, g5. Queen g3. That does look good. Knight c2 first looks good. But I suspect it's g5, but g5. Because if I start with g5 and then queen g3, no, don't they transpose? So one of them has to be wrong for some reason. How come only one of them works? I think head is hurting here. Knight c2. I think it's actually knight c. I keep saying that, but sorry for all the moans, but I'm tired and this is really perplexing me. Okay, I just realized that just now that g4 is not even, he can just take on g4. So not my finest hour. So it might be knight c2 first. Then after the rook moves, then g4, g5 I mean, and if knight takes g5, it still doesn't help. Actually, that's sketchy for him. No, that's still sketchy. Oh, then he gets this check. Oh, it's. Maybe it's neither of those. Maybe it's knight d3. And then f4. That might be it. Knight d3 and then f4. I think that's the solution. That's funny. That's funny. So can I take here twice? Takes. Sorry, that's not what I meant. I meant, can I take here like this? Can I go rook takes e5, rook takes e5, queen takes e5? Yeah, it should be good. If he goes queen c1, king f2, queen takes b2, Rook e5, queen c1. King f2, queen b2. King f3. Okay, I'm going to go here. Yeah, that's the easy way. This picks up his rook. Finally, an easy one. Rook takes g3. Rook g1. Or bishop f3. Rook g2. Yeah, that seems to work. Rook g1, rook g2. And if rook takes c7, I think I'm surviving that. Okay. Still should be rook g2 here. Okay, there's rook f1, drops the queen. Oh, we have deflection. So king f6. And then check. Then I have the d5 square. So I think we just give a fork. Knight g4. Here's a discovery. And try to hide. He gives me another discovery. And I should be okay there. Okay, I didn't see this. But we'll win material here. Check. No, it's probably bishop g6. Oh, no. It's rook h8. It's mate in 2. This wins material. And then I just trade queens and then take the rook. Last one. Okay, so we got to look at this check. If the king goes to e6, Oh, we have queen a3. It picks up the rook. Is that good enough? Should be. Yeah, that's got to be good enough. Okay, I did it. I'm released. I'm going to get one wrong on purpose now. Okay, so took me a few tries, but I got it done in the end. Yeah, that took a while, 46 minutes. But it's over. It's over. I'm going to play a game now. I'm one tired person. Oh, a bit of a dead stream tonight too. I don't think I like taking twice there. I'm trying to remember if that doesn't actually transpose to anything. And I think now we take, and I forget, there's some reason why, there's some difference with the bishop here. I forget what it is, but it's very minor. I have it in my notes. I think it might be something about the bishop is better on c4 than d3. So after, oh, can I win a pawn by taking there? And I'm pretty sure I can take here. Except, does this check matter? It shouldn't. So I don't think he can go knight. Oh, he can go knight c. No. I mean, he can't go here because I have this. Check. Oh no, he could take it with the bishop. Oh damn. So maybe possibly I should have taken there first. Hello, Federico. Do I want to hang on to this pawn? I think I do, but we're getting into greedy territory here. Greedy territory. So castles, yeah, I'm gonna follow suit because I really like my king castled. Nice and safe. Could take with the bishop. Not sure how I would recapture. Yeah, that's a tough one. I think I'm going to take with the bishop. No, I changed my mind. Okay, I changed my mind. Because F5 is too nice to have. And I'm just going to castle here. While I can. Although this was winning a piece, so I should have played F5. Oh well. Live and learn. Yeah, I should have played F5, but I was so scared to have my king in the center. But F5 just wins a piece. Although there was rook E1. So he might have been okay. He might have been okay because he had rook E1. Had I played F5, he moves the knight and then e4. He had rook e1, I think, and queen e2. Okay, so I could play f5 here, but then I weaken my e-pawn. But I could play f5 and e4. That's probably a good idea. I know he can give me double pawns here, but I'm going to go with that f5 e4. So what is that about? I'm not sure. So e4. And I might win a pawn here. A second pawn. Wait, a third pawn? Is this a third pawn? It is, wow. Yeah, I think I want that. I'll take a third pawn. Free pawns for everybody. How come I look so low in the stream? I think I'm going to tuck away back, possibly to go to e5. Because that forces a trade. I think I'm going to do that, actually. I'm very greedy. Very greedy. Yeah, and I think I'm just going to trade. No, maybe not. Maybe not. Patience. So I could bring the bishop all the way back. Could also come into here. This is nice too. Should I come into here? See if that backfires. But I like having some control. Some control of the d8 square. I considered f4, which is probably good as well. The most natural is g7, but I don't really need to defend against anything. And this just seems like a more active square. Yeah, I switched from the Nimzo to the Dutch. Federico. Okay. So I could play knight d4 here. That forces a trade, and I think I might do that. My light squared bishop sucks, though. Maybe I should develop it. I might do that. Yeah, let's do that. It was tempting, though, because this forces simplification. But development is always good. Can't go wrong with that. Oh, you asked me why do I prefer? Multiple reasons. The Grunfeld I really wanted to switch to, but the Grunfeld, what are you going to do after 1 e4 c5 knight c3? You can't play a Grunfeld. You got to play King's Indian. So I think a Grunfeld is better paired with a King's Indian. Just like if you're a French player, Dutch and French go hand in hand. Unfortunately, I'm not a French player. Nor do I want to be. Never. Okay, what did he do here? He took my knight. Okay, so I probably want to recapture. Instead of taking on c5, although, excuse me, c4, I could have taken on c4 because I'm hitting his rook. But then he would also be hitting my rook. Oh, excuse me, too tired. Okay, so I've got queen d5. And that might win a pawn. I think I might play it. And I centralize the queen. How can you not like it? Except he's got knight 2 d3. He's got knight 2 d3. I could go here. And this might be a little too much. But I'm up 3 pawns. And my bishops are killers right now. Okay. So I can just keep trading here. Okay, now if against these 2 knights, if you attack each of them, often you can win one. Maybe not in this case. But then I can win the a2 pawn. See, so this is very strong. He might win this pawn, but I'm going to attack them both. Fabi actually had a video out not too long ago where he mentioned this. Not that it's like a brand new idea, but I'm trying to think of the word. Superfluous. When you get these superfluous knights, yeah, if you attack both of them, then neither of them can move. That's a better way to describe this. So when you attack both knights, neither can move. Right? This knight can't move, this knight can't move. And that's pretty cool. Now you could argue that my bishops cannot move either. And it's a valid argument. But no, that's not true, because my bishops can move. Yes, my bishops can move. It just means I'm not attacking him anymore, the knights. But his knights cannot move. So that's a cool little tip, I think, against these superfluous knights. You attack them with anything. It doesn't have to be bishops. You attack them with a pawn or whatever. If they're both under attack, neither of them can move. It's simple, but effective, no? I like it. It's a good little trick. Not trick, but principle. So now he can only move his rooks. And then I just keep attacking one of the knights, just like that. He has to keep defending. Okay, so I could offer a rook trade. And maybe I will. And I'll start to play a little bit quicker now too, because I have a 1 minute time edge, and this is harder for him to play. So can I push here? That gets tricky. I'm not sure if I can. Okay, but yeah, let's take once, and then maybe rook d8. And he might come behind or he might bring in the thing, but I'm going to go rook d8. So these knights still cannot move. I love this little tip. Inspired by Fabi. See? Look at that. Look at that. Come on. See? You see that tip? Come on. You're welcome. For anyone watching the video, look at that. You can use that in all your games. In all of your games. Isn't that how he resigns? Come on. How useful is that tip? Come on. Come on. That's a good tip. Against superfluous knights, you attack them both, neither can move. It's not rocket science, but look how effective that was. How effective was that? Oh, come on. Come on. Okay. Looking at that game from beginning to end here. So yeah, so it's, I believe this is not so good to take. I think this is the Tartakower variation. And I think white's slightly better if you take because of the rapid development. So I decline it, but then after bishop d3, I do take, and I forget why. There's some subtlety, and I think it's just because the bishop doesn't go to c4. I think that's the only reason, because it's not so active on d3, right? White would prefer it on c4, like this setup, instead of on d3. So here I take, and then this is probably bad. e5 is probably just tactically bad. And well, I won a pawn. Well, I was up 2 pawns because he gambited the first pawn, and then I got this one going. And this is, I mean, we're just winning here. Yeah, I took the third pawn. Then I just go to simplify. He creates superfluous knights. And actually, he had no choice. No. He did have a choice. He could have went to e3. That's what he should have done. Because then I just attacked the second superfluous knight and just simplify, and boom. That was so simple. That's what we want to see. We want more of those. More of those, please. Okay. Oh, a perfect game. Look at that. Look at that. Now my opponent helped make that happen. Yeah. Boom, boom, boom. Might edit this video and turn that into a separate video. That tip against these superfluous knights. That's such a nice little tip. Yeah, so I'm going to end it there. There's nothing to look at with the engine because it was basically a perfect game. I'm going to end it there. Just one game today because I am very tired, and I think it's a good game to leave it on. So I did puzzle streak of 36, and then I played one game. Short and sweet session today. I'll be back tomorrow, hopefully. And yeah, thanks for watching. Thanks.